guys, welcome back to my channel. Miss Juniper is 4 months old. We're wearing our matching outfits to celebrate, huh? Matching my kids has always been such a big dream for me, so I was so excited about these. They're from Riley & Crew, but they're thrifted because they're a couple years old. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a monthly update video this month because I thought, you know, do we really still need to be doing like monthly updates, or should we maybe do like a big one at 6 months? And then everything changed. Like all the big things happened, and so I feel like for both kids, for me, 4 months is when things have like really gotten shaken up as far as like sleep and nursing and teething and postpartum. So I thought I had to sit down and film an update because you've been doing a lot, huh, girly pup? So I'll start with her stats. She's still a little tiny girl. She's in the 10th percentile. She is 12.5 pounds. And I'm blanking on her weight at the moment, but I'll put it on the screen because it's on the piece of paper that the doctor gave us at her appointment. Long story short with her, she's perfectly healthy. Everything looks great. But it's been a bit of a struggle month for us, huh? Yeah. So if you've been watching the vlogs, you will know that she went through a nursing strike. It lasted about 5 days. And she would not nurse unless she was asleep, and I was walking around the house while I was nursing her. And she's getting heavy, so that was really challenging. I felt like I was gonna lose my mind a little bit. I definitely messed up my back carrying her around. Oh yeah, you too? It wasn't fun, huh? And I was power pumping at night to keep my supply up. Thankfully, it passed on its own eventually, but it was rough there for a while. So I think she probably had a little bit of a weight dip because she was gaining weight really, really well before then. And then that week she didn't gain much because it was really hard to get her to eat. So that's all right. Doctor's not concerned at all. Thankful it's over because it was rough. And it hit us at the same time as the 4-month sleep regression, which I remember now. I had forgotten. The week before he turned 4 months was the hardest week of Rowan's life because he was up 10 times a night. Every single night. And she hasn't been quite that extreme, but we've still been up 5 or 6 or 7 times some nights. Some nights she'll go through almost the entire night and only wake up once to eat. But we are definitely having a bit of a regression, which is not my favorite. Obviously, you know, whenever you're super low on sleep like that, it can be really rough. But it's pretty normal. We do plan to do gentle sleep training around 5 months, kind of see how we're feeling. I was hoping we wouldn't have to because she was doing so good on sleep before then, but the regression has really kicked us in the butt. You just want to party all night long, huh? Yeah. As far as her milestones go, she is laughing, which is the most fun thing ever. She mostly laughs for mama, not to brag, but daddy and Nana have been getting some good chuckles out of her now and then too, and it is just, man, your baby laughing is the absolute sweetest sound in the world, and I will just turn myself inside out and do whatever silly, crazy, cringy voice that is gonna make her laugh at any given time. It's just my favorite thing. She is really starting to work on her hand coordination, so she can actually like grab something and bring it up to her mouth now. So we're hoping that that'll help us with binkies. Once she gets unswaddled, she is not rolling over from back to front yet. So we haven't unswaddled her. Not looking forward to that transition. But hopefully if she has more coordination and she can grab her own binkies, it'll be easier. Right now she can grab them and put them in her mouth, but then she doesn't really have the dexterity to like open her hand to let it go, so it just comes away when she pulls her hand away. But you're working on it, huh? You're working hard. Rowan is her favorite thing in the world. She just loves to watch him. She tracks him and whatever he's doing in any room that we're in, and you just love Big Brother, huh? Her main dislike right now is the car. She hates being in the car. She just will scream and scream and scream. Even if I'm sitting in the back with the kids, like squished in between the 2 car seats, she will just scream, and there's nothing I can do to calm her down, which is unfortunate. I am hoping that that passes. Like I said, it's been a tough month, so I apologize that some of these updates are negative, but I obviously want to be real with you guys. What else about you? Oh, you're teething. Yeah, she's been drooling buckets because she's definitely teething. I have seen no signs of a tooth yet, but she is teething because she's drooling and she's like wanting to like chomp on things. I remember Rowan's first tooth took like 2 months to actually pop through once he started teething. So I'm guessing we're gonna have the same experience, but her poor little gummies are hurting. Yeah, your little gummies hurting. You tell him. You tell him, girlfriend. She's also been incredibly vocal. She has just been babbling and yelling and just like really finding her voice. She's still pretty chill as far as like, she doesn't cry a whole lot other than like in the car, but she's constantly just like, blah, 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 making lots of noise and yeah, like that. Yeah? She just wants to join in on the conversation. So we're doing 1.5-hour wake windows right now, and this month we just started like swaddling her and putting her down in her crib for her naps. She was pretty much being held for all of her naps before then just because I wanted all the baby snuggles, but eventually I, did need to get stuff done. So we've been putting her down in her crib for her naps. Sometimes she takes really good naps, sometimes they're really short. It's kind of hit or miss. Still got your blue eyes, getting really chunky little cheeks. My babies never get like super chunky, like big fat rolls or anything, but she's getting chunky little cheeks. She does have the classic 4-month bald spot here. I felt really guilty about that with Rowan because I thought it meant that he was like laying down too much or something, but the doctor was like, no, it literally happens to like 95% of babies. And I know for her that it's not because she's been laid down too much, because you're almost constantly being held, huh? By mommy or daddy or nana. I do feel a little guilty sometimes because I feel like Rowan gets the majority of my attention because he needs it. He needs things from me emotionally, but also, like snacks and meals, and I have to keep a much closer eye on him, like supervision-wise. I'm doing activities with him, and he wants to talk to me and show me things, and so sometimes she just kind of gets, baby worn, and like luckily she's chill about it, but I wish that I could give you the same level of attention that I gave Rowan, because I remember being on the floor with him so much and reading him so many books, and I'm sure that will happen as she gets older. But right now, Big Brother is requiring a lot of mommy's attention. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for you. Is there anything else we need to talk about for you? I think that's pretty much it. Postpartum-wise, the biggest change for me this month, sorry, she's so talkative, is hair loss. The postpartum hair loss hit hard, like in the last 2 weeks. All of a sudden, just a huge amount of hair was coming out into the hairbrush after I showered. Do you want a binky? Would this help? She's not mad, she's just chatting. So yeah, I've been taking hair vitamins, and I was like hoping that it wouldn't happen this time, but it did, which is fine because I already preemptively cut my hair short, so it probably won't be as noticeable as it was with Rowan when I had like long stringy hair for a while before I cut it. I also have noticed that I've stopped leaking breast milk for the most part. Like I'm not wearing pads in my bra anymore because even if I do leak, it's just a really little amount on the side that I'm not nursing on at the moment, so that's convenient. I feel like body-wise, my body is kind of starting to like stabilize. I'm still like 15 pounds above my pre-pregnancy weight, which is fine. I am so thankful that I went and thrifted some new pairs of pants like early postpartum, because that has taken a huge amount of stress off of me to not be trying to fit into my old clothes, because like my pre-pregnancy jeans would probably never fit me again. I think my bone structure changed during pregnancy too much for them to fit me again. But I have pieces that fit me now, and honestly, like I'm feeling good. I feel like myself, even if the shape is a little bit different. Like I don't feel like I'm in somebody else's body anymore. Like it feels like my body, and I'm feeling very comfortable. Here I am, 4 months postpartum. This is what I'm looking like, and I want to show you something. People always talk about their normal jeans not fitting, but I want to show you what that actually looks like, because I won't get on my soapbox too much about it's okay for your body to change, because you probably already know that. But I wanted to show you that if it has changed, you are not alone. These used to be loose on me. I can't even button them if I tried now. Versus, look at this. Couple sizes up. They fit just fine. I am not feeling any shame about it. And yeah, I just wanted to show you that because there's no shame in the game, and buying clothes that fit you is way less triggering than trying to fit into old clothes. And you hear people say all the time, like, oh, I don't fit into my pre-pregnancy jeans or whatever, but I've never actually seen like the difference. Like, I'll show you the size difference between these two pairs. It's like pretty significant. Couple inches for sure, and that's okay. I don't really mind the stretch marks or loose skin, which is awesome because I kind of thought I would. I get a little bit more like bummed about the loose skin and like having like the mom pooch or whatever sometimes, which makes me feel like such a bad feminist to say that, because I want to not care, but you know, easier said than done. But yeah, the stretch marks don't really bother me at all, and in general, I'm like feeling pretty good about stuff. I'm happy to embrace the new normal and to not really be waiting for things to change anymore. I feel like, you know, now I can go through my closet and see what still fits me and purge and buy new pieces that are flattering for my body type, because I don't feel like it's going to change a whole lot going forward. I mean, it definitely probably still will change a little bit, but nothing like, you know, the last 4 months, and especially the first 2 months after she was born. Mood-wise, I have noticed a lot more anxiety in the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure if that's just because of life stuff or it's because of hormones, but I do feel like I've been a little bit more moody. I totally thought I was gonna get my period last month because I had some of the symptoms like my normal breakout and a little bit of cramping, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my period, but then I didn't. I got it at 6 months with Rowan, so we'll see when it shows up with her, but no sign of Aunt Flo yet, huh? But yeah, that's a lot of changes in a very short amount of time. Wanted to make sure I updated you guys in case you're also in this season of life and you're wondering kind of what other people are going through. Obviously, it could be totally different for you, or you could be going through the exact same stuff. Let me know in the comments where you're at and what symptoms you're experiencing, because it'll help me feel less alone too, for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not following me on Instagram already, oh, Juniper's upset about that, and you should go follow me because I do more like day-to-day updates over there, so you can see more about the kids' development and milestones and just fun family stuff. But yeah, we love you guys a lot. I'm gonna go play with this little gal, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Bye, guys.